Hey riders, Team GRC, Sunday Short Race, SSR for short. We're back in action. Look at this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Stage 2, Tour de Suisse, Colbrunn. I'm trying to put some kind of cool accent on it there. I'm not sure if it really worked out too well. Looks like we got an awesome turnout here today. Partly due... Oh, was that Bashak broken down there? Looks like Bashak's had a breakdown right at the start. He missed the start chute. He was adjusting his cycling bibs. Had a little bit of a malfunction. Hopefully Bashak can get in. I did say this morning I had a real hard time downloading this video. To the point that I have two internet providers at home. I just got Starlink, and because my internet in the country is pretty bad, especially the uploads. Like Starlink is so superior for upload speeds. I'm getting 15 to 20 megs per second up, super solid. My old provider, it's 1. So sometimes when you've done a race and you know I've captured it and you're wondering, hey, where's that video? It's because I'm uploading at 1. So all the uploads should be a lot quicker now. I did see these two riders earlier today. Ooh, L. Roland, Nelson Center. Oh, and I also see Procat here. This is going to be a day of hitters. Spin Jedi here as well. Great to see Spin Jedi. Had a little chat through the week with each other through Messenger. Great to learn a lot about him. Did you know that Spin Jedi is a 7-time Ironman finisher? Yep, so does a lot of coaching. Probably someone to listen to for coaching advice. Stefan Schmitz here. Our friend from Krakow, Shunik, is here as well. I think it was last Sunday, Team GRC Sunday Short Race. So we had a busy week. We did the Team GRC Sunday Short Race, obviously on Sunday. Monday was the Memorial Day. Was that Memorial Day race? No. The Memorial Day race, I think, was Colorado River. But on the same day, Team GRC put on stage 1 of the Tour de Suisse, the prologue. What was that called? I gotta think it was like Vaduz, maybe? Something like that. All out, Watts implosion. Just go take your lungs, have one removed at the end of the ride, because that's how you're going to feel after those things. Short, sweet effort. I actually rode this route on the same day that Team GRC rode stage 1. So I like to capture this stuff and then jump back later and do my own stuff. Oh, hey, this rider here, BJM151, seen you around tons. I really appreciate you changing your name in Discord. This is Brian, everyone. Awesome to know your real name. Like I say all the time, I'm trying to remember names for people from like 4 different platforms. A lot. Hey, Yaya Reki. I just saw Yaya Reki jump up here in the leaderboards. Let's just pop to the back here, see how many we got. Look at this, folks. 62 riders on a Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon in Europe, when the weather is beautiful outside. What's today? June 2nd? Yeah, June 2nd. Weather's beautiful. You could be outside riding if you want, but you know this is the workout of the week, probably right here. So pulling up the rear right now, new rider, super high level, 81. Jay Vlahi. I'm pretty sure I've seen this name on the leaderboards. Look, we got a 63rd jump in too. I think we're going to have a lot of late starts for this one, only because it is recommended as the route of the day, so people are finding the event and jumping in. This rider here did start late. They're riding 4 watts a kilo and would probably be right with the main pack. Wole 78 broke down. Our wider body, new rider to us. Here's Bashak. He finally got going. I see Dez here, also known as Dez the Destroyer, a name that I'm sure he appreciates. He went from Didier the Frenchman to Dez the Destroyer. Look out. He's getting stronger every ride. Resplendent in the Team GRC jersey as well. Thanks, Dez. Rama's here as well. Check this out. So Rama, yep. So it was confirmed by Bashak. This is the Rama. The Rama. From what I know, he used to ride a lot on Rouvy. Stepped away for a bit. But, like, you don't know it. Probably one of the single biggest contributor to Rouvy, I guess, in your Rouvy experience, in the fact that Rama is the creator, and I guess the guy that does all the support, maintenance, puts all the new stuff in for the Rouvy Analyzer. If you don't know what that is, type in Rouvy Analyzer app. It'll take you to Rama's website. It's got all the Rouvy routes listed, and you can select the bike that you want to ride. Obviously, sorry, let's back up. You put your weight in, you put your FTP in. I think you can put the FTP in that you're shooting for as well. So what is your real FTP? What's the FTP you're going to ride? And then you'll see all the bikes down below as to how much time you can finish by. Now, some of the routes, very little difference. Like I think the time trial route last week, I think stage 1, I did have a look at it. There's like 30 seconds from like the absolute fastest bikes to the absolute slowest. On some routes, it's going to be minutes. So get into Rama's website, have a look, check it out. Awesome to see Rama riding again. Wartall, rider here. I think this rider just joined the Discord in the last week. Kristen's here. Gem City rider, decked out today in the GRC, looking good. Andy's here as well, GRC. Danon, you guys, thank you for putting the jersey on. Thank you for supporting us. We worked hard to get this. And I mean, everyone did. Like everyone's had input into this, the GRC. Bashak did point out this morning, this might be the first time that there hasn't been a founding member of GRC in the race events. Jills, I think, destroyed himself yesterday on the bike, taking a day off. I did 5.5 hours of fencing, trying to spruce up all the fences on the property. I've got a little bit more to do today. So I find that it's very sore. And look at this, we do have a real DDA on board. In Trek Liddell gear, Liddell Trek gear, I should say. Evie Binico, Michael G, Thomas B61. Just going to pop here, I see David 1951, 19 Steve 55, tons of riders here. So there is a kick at the start of this thing. Looks about 170 meters of climb. And L. Roden leading the way with Procat, Nelson Snyder, Stefan Schmidt, Don Mateo. I know I've seen this name before. How many riders we got at the front? Shunnick's here. PFHM, new rider to me. Lots of these yellow-colored icons beside their names. That means they're level 80 plus, riding on Rouvy a lot. Hey, just noticed this too. Shunnick's actually 1176. So amazing to me that I've been on Rouvy for 3 years. Sure, lots have been on less, some have been on longer. And just picking on Shunnick here for a little bit, they've just showed up. This rider from Poland, Polish rider, super strong rider, places at the top of the GRC events every week. I've only seen this rider in the last month or so. Like, you think somewhere along the 3 years that at least I've been on Rouvy, I'm not sure how long Shunnick's been on. And again, like, I'm just saying it that way from the Google pronunciation. I've never bumped into them. So it just shows you how many riders are out there lurking on Rouvy, doing their own thing, and then they get into a cool group, and then we all ride together. So awesome to see them. So we've got 8 riders at the front. Procut, Nelson Snyder, PFHM, Carol Susik. Oh, Carol's here. Awesome. Carol always rides in the mucker stuff, has been participating off and on in the GRCs. Another top contender here right at the front. We've got Heinrich S., new rider to me. Tonda, ooh, always a hitter. Jetro, really strong as well. Spin Jedi right there. So these riders are just gap back, maybe 600 meters. Let's see if they can bring it back. Going to be downhill for a little bit, so some of the heavier riders are going to get some gravity effect. More powerful riders as well. Same kind of deal. We do have another kick in the middle here, though. This is a really fun route. I did this route. I do have video captured. Going to put that together with another ride I did. I got to do some really fun drafting on this route with 2 people. I have no idea who they are. Got, let's call this rider Rickster, maybe R1X TTR. Mika 7. Might have seen Mika before, just because I remember talking about a Mika. Might be the same rider. ZS Shiggy 333. I like saying that, Shiggy. Let's hear more about that name. Where are you from, Shiggy? Comment down below, please. Alex is here. Yep, riding strong. Riding with Calais FW. More new riders. And I think we're going to see a lot of new riders today because this is technically the route of the day. Peter's here. Peter Otruba. We've also got Thomas. Pretty sure we saw Thomas last week as well. Thomas Lynn. Alex is here. 2 ride, 8 live. 2 ride, 8 live. Okay, I'm trying to figure that one out. Fanta Pole makes me think about drinking a Fanta Pop. Orange Pop. Fanta for me is always orange. Maybe cream soda as well. Chad Ritchie's here. So Chad caught some audio for me. I've got another video to make. It will be the Gem City ICC. What event did they do? Let me think about this. Wow, I'm pulling a blank here big time. I caught it. I captured the race. But let me think about this. Yeah, I did capture the race. Oh, that's what it was. It was super early in the morning. And let's just say I had a pretty important appointment Friday morning. So I missed that event. 4:15 in the morning. I got up. I recorded it. Didn't really feel like talking that day. I was involved in drinking a horrible concoction to get myself ready for a little... It felt like an experiment that was performed on me. You guys know, you know. Everyone should be doing this. It's good for your health. Hey, Yaya Reki. Let's have a little peek at Yaya Reki here. So I think I first saw Yaya Reki probably at one of the Australian races for the Muckers group. Hey, we got 2 Muckers right here. Or decked out in Muckers gear anyway. It's Yaya Reki and, Chad Ritchie. Yeah, I forgot about that. Chad's super involved with GRC, but originally a Muckers rider. Oh yeah, and back to the Friday race. Chad was kind enough to capture the Discord voice channel. So I'm going to get that into the mix somehow. Guys, I haven't even listened to it yet. You know, with Friday being busy all day. Yesterday morning, I had to go back up and get my car because they were adamant against me driving home. And I'm really glad they did because I was totally whacked out. So my car was parked somewhere far away in the next town up. What they do is, they're like, well, who's driving you home? You can't even fake it because they're like, well, we need the number to contact them. Okay, cool. I can do that. Maybe still fake it, thinking I can drive home. Because I think sometimes you could. And then we have to talk to that person. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can still fake it. I'm trying to figure out a way how to do it myself. And then they said, then they have to show in the special parking spot. When they get here, they have to message me, call, whatever it takes. I go out and see that they're here. Then I bring them in, and then we let you leave. So it was kind of like being in, I don't know, it was like a prison. I was let out of prison or something. But anyway, so yeah, my car was stuck up there. I spent like half a day doing that. You know, pick up a daughter, drive up there, get the car. Then we got to go for father-daughter breakfast. Then we got to bring the car home. Who's this here? Morton Neo. Okay, I think I've seen that name before too. GTZR 3000's back in action with us. Awesome to see. We got Laurent here. Laurent, 1976. I know I've seen this name before too. S. Hoffman from the Muckers. Anthony's here. Oh, Anthony's riding. Yes, nice. Anthony is just back from a week, I believe it was, in Mallorca. Did all the big rides, did all the big climbs. There's BJM. So that's Brian again. Brian is wearing GRC as well. What a sharp looking jersey, folks. Like, well designed. All props to Anthony for that. Let's also give a special shout out to Hardy, another Team GRC member who did the original design on the logo. And, you know, not to take anything away from what Hardy did, but everyone had a lot of input into it. We did this all in Discord, just for the original logo. It's been a team effort the whole way. Even what the name of our team was going to be, because Team GRC was an entity from before. And I think it was... So anyways, just if you don't know, Team GRC has been around a couple years. It was just 3 of us. I made the name up way back when me, Roger, and Jills were riding a lot. I said, hey guys, I'm Team GRC. And they're like, what does that mean? I'm like, it's just our names. I spent a lot of time putting this together. Took a marketing course, creative design course, branding course. I'm just kidding, obviously. I just threw it together and said, there we go. Put my name last just because I'm that kind of guy. Someone just asked, why is your name at the end of a little while ago? Just giving me a little jab. And actually, so we had our own Discord before this, if you guys didn't know. All the new people, Little background here on the GRC. Hey, let's jump to the front. I'm missing people up here on. This is what happens when you ramble all the time. Strong group at the front still. Do we still have our 8? We still have our 8 at the front. 8 hitters out front. Jumping back, 770 meters. We got Tonda, Isadora Pan. Bike and dog trips. You know what, bike and dog trips? I keep wanting to say sled dog trips when I see that because that was my past life. 21 years breeding, training, and racing sled dogs in Western Canada and thereabouts. Parts unknown. Let's see if we're going to late joiners here. So Wooly blew up. Bebby. Okay, we've seen Bebby before because that's a name I like to say. Bebby, 1983. Sorry you couldn't join us. Yvonne Cordy, 71. Hey, Yvonne, how are you doing? Is just ahead of Dirk Yeager. We've got another Yeager who's part of Team GRC. Our wider body. I just want to think of a wide body 911 when I see that name. I'm not sure why. Des the Destroyer riding with, I guess I'm going to say this is Andre, 78. Good companion to have with you, Andre. Hope you two can help each other out. We got Rama here. Silver Birch, saw this name. New one to me, but been around Rouvy a long time. Level 69. Probably been riding as much as I have. I think I'm a 70. Let's say Bumble. We're going to call this person Bumble. Here's Wartall. As I mentioned earlier, Wartall's been around the Discord for a little while. Andy. Yeah, looking good here, Andy. We're going to bounce up to Schneep 3. Because Schneep 1 and 2 were gone already. I really hope that's the story. Schneep has a cycling family. His wife is number 1. Younger daughter's number 2. And Schneep 3, his daddy. How about that? That's my story on this one. Check this out. Kristen and Danon riding together. Ooh, Danon, are you going to put a sprint on Kristen here at the end? What's going to happen? We got Evie here. Evie Binko. Kekapoka. Yeah, looking sharp in the jersey. I'm loving the people riding the jersey. Like, the support is fantastic. Please put on the jersey if you can. Everyone's welcome to it, folks. It's not a locked jersey. I'm trying to get through all the names here. M-Born 69. Yes. Vintage a la Colin. Hey, forgot to mention, you're watching Inside Cycling World. Commentating as usual, Colin. Let's get this going. Let's grow this channel. Subscribe, do whatever you want. Where I'd really like your support, folks, is if you can jump. Everyone's on Facebook. I mean, that's everyone. Even some young people still use that. But people vintage up, our demographic. Look at Bashak's clawing his way back to the front. And, shout out to Bashak here. Okay, I just want to go through this quick. We got the Wow, I guess. M-Born 69's here. 19 Steve 55. Thomas B 61. Sorry, I'm trying to give you a Swedish sounding name for some reason. Thomas. Okay. This is not indicative of how Bashak should usually do on a ride like this. This ride is like a Bashak special. Outside of the kicker at the beginning, which he did say, I wish there wasn't a kicker at the beginning. I would say Bashak would be riding probably, let's just be realistic here, maybe hanging on to Group 1, but definitely in Group 2 right now. He just disconnected right at the start. Now, I did say this morning when I was downloading this route, I usually get up early on I get up early every day. I think I got to bed at 3:46 this morning. I started downloading the route, and it was horrendous how slow it was. I stopped the download. I was on Starlink. I switched, and I'm like, this doesn't seem right. I switched back to my old internet. Terrible. Then I took my laptop and plonked it right beside the Starlink router. Terrible. Like, I'm talking, I was probably getting like a couple hundred kilobytes a second the whole time. Did speed tests, 50, 60 megs down. It wasn't spectacular. Okay, I'm also speed testing from the man room. It's pretty bad Wi-Fi coverage here on the Starlink. And I was getting like 18, 19 megs up. So everything else worked fine. Whilst I'm downloading, I'm on my other internet playing video games. Everything works perfect. So it just seemed the push I was getting from Rouvy this morning was quite slow. I don't know why. And I did mention I thought there might be a lot of disconnects today. Maybe the servers are overloaded today. Maybe they're doing server maintenance. SR71 here, John Shady, Gem City, decked out, GRC jersey, awesome. New name here, Marcy. Marseille, riding with Kraken and SR71. Good company to have right there. And I'm thinking Bashak's going to bridge up here at some point. Bashak riding with a little bit of anger right now. I'm sure he's very ticked off at the start. Maybe he just pulled out of the pedal. Just wanted to smash a good 15 watt per kilo start and just click. Maybe possibly even broke his cleat in the pedal. That's happened. Let's move up. Let's get right back to the front. Oh, Baber. How's Anthony doing here? Anthony rolling in... Looks about 29th position with S. Hoffman, Mortenay, and new rider here. Alozion. Okay, we can say Alozion. Where are they? Oh, they're just right here. They just disappeared on the side of the road. You can see here's Brian just coming back into focus. Someone else. Remember I said before, whenever you're over that center line, you kind of get ghosted out. It's probably the way they deal with oncoming traffic, so you're not like driving into a vehicle. You'll see riders start to ghosting out as they go around the corner. So you see the oncoming vehicle, they don't want you running right into it. That would be terrible. So I think I've caught all the riders here. I'm not really sure. I always seem to catch one at the end, the very end of the video, and I'm like, I've never seen this person yet. Ooh, L. Rowland making a little bit of a move here. What's going on here? L. Rowland just attacking up this little last bump here. So it looks like before the second split, there's a bit of a flat here. You can see riders coming back now. And it looks like all 8 are going to regroup here. And then there's one last kick before the split and then downhill to flat all the way. So just kind of like a broad Swiss Valley. You're slowly descending. Nothing too crazy downhill here. So it might be very difficult to break away after the split point, which you can see on the bottom of the screen here. I'm just going to point my mouse pointer over it. Just another thought came back. I never finished what I was saying before. So when we did do the GRC logo, which Hardy did, from what I remember, Hardy was doing all of it, but we were all having input in the Discord. Now, so Team GRC has a Discord channel, and I'll jump back further again. The 3 of us did have our own little group. It was just the 3 of us. Just, hey, what's going on? What do you guys want to ride? And then it was early last October, maybe late September, when I thought I got to up my game, do some more videos. It was right when I went to Power Trip in California, the greatest rock concert of all time. 6 bands. Yeah, you can go back and watch those videos. Look around early October. I have my daily updates. I asked Jills and Roger, I said, hey guys, let's give our Discord like a real go. We'll make a new one. And I probably did back then. I think I was still going under the name Rouvy Riders back then. And we invited everyone we knew. So everyone jumped in. Well, we probably had a core group at first. Bashak was there right away. Honestly, I can't even remember who was all there. And so everyone jumped in. And for those of you who don't know, Discord does have voice chat, which we use very infrequently. I think it's getting more usage lately. But it's basically just text messaging. It's text messaging for whatever, without having data charges, really, for your phone. Originally started for video gaming, so guys could talk in their games without the other team hearing it through, what do we call it, game chat. Some games, when you're in proximity to the enemy players, whatever game it may be, you will be able to hear them chatting. So obviously you don't want that for your team tactics. Works really well for Rouvy too. In fact, what I like to do after these rides, I like to jump in with the crew, the riders, and just have a chat with everyone. Give them a little bit of quick feedback. So yeah, if you can, jump into the Discord. It's not intimidating. Please don't be shy. In fact, Peter McCon, I believe is his name. He commented on a few videos this morning. He's getting a smart trainer within the next week. He's super excited to get on Rouvy. Apparently he's been watching lots of videos on the Inside Cycling World channel. Why do I say it like that? So I said, hey, just jump into the channel. Jump into the Discord. That's where you're going to meet people who ride every day and it's going to motivate you to ride more. When you know they're riding more, you're like, hey, well, if they can do it, so can I. Maybe they're doing a climb you've never done. Maybe they just want to take a chill ride. Just someone you know that maybe you've chatted with a little bit in the Discord, breaks the ice a bit, and you know how they're going to ride. They'll tell you, hey man, let's just ride like this, or hey, if you want to ride at 2, I'm going to pull you along at 2.5. I'll draft you at 2.5. You're going to be able to hang at 2, and we'll get the route done. Maybe you can increase your time a little bit. So yeah, Peter just joined us this morning. Thanks, Peter. I invite everyone to the channel. Just jump in. Just whatever. Hang out with us. And I never got to finish what I was saying earlier. Hey, I've also got a donkey update coming for you. We do a lot of mini donkey updates on this channel. That's what we're all about. Marshall is back with the big horses. He did it. But yeah, so like I said, for the channel, subscribe, do whatever you want. Some people have supported me in extra ways, and I can't thank them enough. Anthony, Stu, you know who you are. Lead out train for Colin. But I really like when you guys... Ooh, L. Roland putting in another kick on the far side of the little climb there. Trying to break some people. And some people have been broken out the back. It's just L. Roland and Shunnock here at the front. I was so busy thinking about donkey updates that we've lost a few riders at the back. Look at this. Some riders have been split off. But, we've got some gravity happening here. Drafting's kicking in. There might be some damage. Well, yeah, it's coming back together. But some people got hurt there. In fact, yeah, we're at 8. 8 riders at the front still. Okay, good to know. Just checking some messages here. Sorry, folks. Okay, yeah, so this is what I'm going to ask you to do. When I post my videos on Facebook in the Rouvy Athlete Cycling page, that's where I'd really like you to comment. And give me your real thoughts. I'm not going to say, like you hear on a lot of podcasts, only give me a 5-star rating. I just want to know, you could say, hey, I love these race videos, but I want to see more exploration videos, Colin. Hey, I like these exploration videos, Colin, but I want to see more tutorial videos. I'm trying to get into more of a pattern here as to what I'm doing. I want to get back to my muckers races because I really enjoy those. They're Thursday right at noon for me, so it's a little tough. But if I can, I will. I promise it. It's just I've been so busy the last little while. Just leave your feedback there. That's where I really, really like it. Because guess what? Then my friends over at Rouvy headquarters get to see it. And I want to do some more live commentary for them. I'd like to do some live commentary. Well, speaking of that, now that I have Starlink, I can actually do a live. So my goal is to commentate this live, like YouTube live streaming, where I'm watching it. You can jump in and watch it with me and ask me questions and comment in live time in the comment section. You could even be in the race and comment in the comment section. It just drives interaction, which, to be honest, it helps my channel out. It drives more attention to it. And to be honest, I don't want to keep saying to be honest. If I say that one more time today, I've watched a lot of stuff and I see things go down. Unless they're on some huge lag or delay, I'm watching the same thing they're watching. And I'm like, how did they not see that happen? And I see it. I'm watching everything. L. Roland going off the front again, pushing 8 watts per kilo. Stefan countering at 9. Yeah. L. Roland, how aggressive. Yeah, definitely most combative rider for me so far today. Little red number on his jersey there, coming up probably at the end of today. Trying to break some people out of this group, but it's going to be extremely hard to break them. But I love seeing aggressive riders. So again, leave your comments if you can, or just leave an extra comment in both places. Nelson going to the front now. Shunnock heading up there. Shunnock knows. Get right on Nelson's wheel. Do not let him get Procats there as well. PFHM, Carol Susick, Don Mateo, L. Roland. And then we're a kilometer and a half back to the next group. Let's jump back a little bit. Let's let these big hitters race away. Here's our wider body. 63rd watt rider out there. Doing about a 1 watt per kilo ride at this point. Been around Rouvy a very long time. So obviously, that's what you got to look at. So if you've never watched my videos before, you've never experienced Rouvy before, yes, this is technically a race, but what's also going on here is this is part of a bigger challenge. This is part of what I think is called the Swiss Combi, which is 5 stages of the Tour de Suisse 2024. You're seeing stage 2 right now, Kulbrun. And there's also 3 workouts you need to do. Obviously, Rouvy's trying to promote the workouts on the platform. Awesome. Why not? You can do the whole challenge if you want. You can do parts of the challenge. You can say, I don't want to do the challenge. Just do whatever you want. So our water body here is, oh, look, Rama disconnected up ahead. Our water body just caught up with them. With the way our water body's riding, even though it's a race, you could be just doing I want to complete the challenge ride. So I'll jump in with these people, maybe get a bit of drafting, maybe even get on camera. Ka-ching, you just did it. So you can't look at these and go, who are these people way at the back? They're just doing their own thing. So let them do their thing. I like to just spotlight them because sometimes we get new riders jumping in, and I love to encourage everyone here. If you want to ride at 5 watts per kilo all the way, well, see ya, because I won't be keeping up. If you want to ride at 3, awesome. If you want to ride at 1, whatever, just do it. Because eventually that 1 becomes 1.3, 1.5, 2. I'm technically around a 3 watt per kilo rider, really out of shape right now. When I joined Rouvy, I could barely ride 2. Barely. And I was on Zwift before that. Zwift never pushed me the way Rouvy pushed me. That U-turn feature on Zwift, that's not a good thing. Because I would hit U-turn all the time. I'd get up a hill and, I'm going to turn around, make it a downhill now. Yeah, I know, I'm a cheater. Okay, let's bounce back up to Silver Birch. Level 69, we got Bumble, Andy Lloyd. We're just going to move up quickly here. Oh, Danon, where's Kristen? Oh, she's up ahead. Kristen's up ahead. She's broken away with Michael G and the other Didier. Sorry, Tess, I had to. Kekopolka, riding solo at this point. Again, fantastic looking jersey here. I'm seeing them everywhere. Look at this. Stunning. Oh, I forgot to put the map mode on, folks. I know when I did a video I just did a while ago. See, you can tell this is just a broad valley. Road down the middle, and you can just see it sloping up on either side if you get a perspective here properly. Get that video. If you ever want to flip in and out of map mode, do it at the very start of the ride, and then it'll instantly load. Like again, there, insta-load, right? The first load is very slow. Like, a few seconds worth. Makes me miss the racing. Anthony's here as well. So what else have I talked about? So yeah, again, comment on the Facebook. That's where it does the best impact to, for me, for Team GRC, for the Discord channel. It just spreads the word around more. We're just trying to spread the community. Networking, that's what it's all about, right? Advertising, critical. Donkey updates. Okay, so Marshall, he's an escape artist. He's a mini donkey. He goes under fences. He doesn't care. Even the barbed wire, he just goes right through it if it's high enough. Their skin's really tough. Their fur's really bristly. If you've ever petted a donkey. And he's very curious. We bought him being told he's an escape artist. We can't contain him. So he got out 5 days straight. Then I had to lock him in the Quonset. So basically he lived in a Quonset and had this tiny little outside area. The following weekend I got him into a slightly bigger area, which I would say is maybe the size of 4 or 5 backyards in your average city home. So not that big, not enough room for an animal. But I had to just keep him in there because I did have him contained. I put up 6 strands of barbed wire. The first strand about 4 inches off the ground. He can't get out. After my appointment on Friday, came home, chilled, picked up the cars yesterday morning, went outside, 5.5 hours of fencing. Marshall is now in a much bigger area, probably a 2 to 3 acre pasture, with his girlfriends, so he's really happy. Louis back living with his goat friends for now. And that was only because Marshall and Louis do not get along. If you ever decide to get some animals, do not get 2 male donkeys, 2 male mini donkeys, because they will try to kill each other. It's not pretty. The male horses, they'll battle a little bit, but they don't try to go to war. It's insane. So I had to put Louis back in with the goats just temporarily overnight. I'm going to do a little bit more fencing today, and I'm going to make 2 massive pastures. So, some people have heard it, some haven't. I'm on 24 acres of land here. It's mostly just grassland, but I do have trees at the front. That's kind of like off limits to the animals. And there's some really nice bush lines where the bush is growing in so well right now. They go in there for shade. They got shade in the front pasture. I got big trees there that they can't get to. And then way at the back side of the property, the opposite corner from where I'm at. So it's quite a ways back there. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably 12 to 1500 feet back. I'm just guessing that base. I think it's 6 acres long, my property, and I'm saying it's on the very back side. I'm on the opposite corner, so it's like 6 acres away. If you didn't know, an acre is 200 feet by 200 feet, giving you 40,000 square feet. So think about that. 1 acre is 40,000 square feet. For my Euro fans, it doesn't mean a lot. I don't know what that is in square meters. 40,000 square feet, I got 24 of those. I have like almost a million square feet of land here, which is just like I don't do much with it. I just have fun animals to hang out with. And all right, folks, let's get a little bit more serious here. So that's the Marshall update. Marshall's doing good. I do have more fencing to do today. Worst part of fencing is it's kind of like if you never stretch, you're down on your hands and knees. Yeah, and for me, it's not my knees. They never get sore. Not my shins. They don't get sore. Not my quads. Never sore unless I work on them on the bike hard. It's my my hamstrings. It's probably back from when I was in my 20s and I was trying to do the splits on the dance floor one night with a bottle of red wine and a bottle of white wine, a la circa 1999 probably. I worked at a company called Apache Canada, which was the Canadian offshoot of Apache Corporation based out of Texas, when I had the glory of being an oil and gas geologist, sadly. Yeah, well, thanks. Thanks, Bin Laden. If you know what movie that's from, please comment. Just think. He says this. He says, thanks, Bin Laden. Okay, back to some racing here, folks. Hitter group. Let's see what we're rocking here. 8 riders. Oh, 7 riders at the front. PFHM just blew a gasket there. Just probably let off. It was an incredibly hard push at the front. To be honest, I just said it again, but I'm going to be honest. I got so caught up in that donkey story. Kind of lost my train of thought there. Ooh, this is going to be a good one here. Shunick, Stefan Schmidt, L. Rowland. L. Rowland's known. I've known him from the past to go on like an early break. Or an early attack at the end. Look at this, going right now, trying to use the downhill again to put a little bit of acceleration in here. Sees the group following. This is a very, very race-savvy group. They're not letting them get away. This is going to be going to a final sprint finish. Looks like I'm going to have 7 riders to try to call as they all cross the line at the same time, which is virtually impossible to do. So you're going to have to check the results at the end. We are less than 400 meters to go here, folks. L. Rowland winding it up. Nelson winding. We're talking 11, 12 watts per kilo. Take a look at this. Nelson going hard. L. Rowland holding on. Nelson might come over his shoulder right now. Don Mateo just dropping bombs here. Procat 15.6 watts per kilo. I think Procat took that there. As long as I've been on Rouvy. So what I used to do on Rouvy, I'll tell you what I used to do on Rouvy. I don't sprint that often. I did sprint just a while ago. It was in the Gem City Teen Leads Cozumel ride. SR71. SR71's teenager. Led the ride. And I know it was John who popped on and said, hey, everyone, go chill. Just ride the pace. And at the end, everyone all out. Everyone attacked. And I'm like, oh, crap. Really? We're attacking? I thought we were just going chill. I did 14 watts per kilo that night. I think my 5-second power was close to 1,100 watts. So I can actually do a little bit of a sprint. I I kind of got nervous about sprinting because on my Tax Neo 2T, I actually don't like the movement in the back end. It freaks me out when I'm riding. So I haven't done sprints in a long time. PFHM coming in for 8th place here. So what I used to do all the time on my old trainers, my Tax Flux Smart and my Jet Black Volt, rock solid machines, they don't move any bit. I would do a climb, and at the very end of the climb, I try to put a big attack in. 4 or 5 second attack. That's it. It's just, do I have anything left in the leg? So I was pretty happy to see 14 watts per kilo, and I thought that was pretty good. Just gonna move over here. Next group coming. So this is the next big group here. Quite a few riders here. Looks like 7 riders: Tonda, Jetro, Isadora, Rickster, Spin Jedi, Mike 7, Bike and Dog Trip, Tonda, 103. 500 meters to go. Looks like a few riders might have been just knocked off there. So Jetro and is it Bike and Dog Trip? Yeah, Bike and Dog Trips is in the GRC jersey. That's so awesome. We got 2 riders here. 2 riders representing GRC. So this will be the first group with GRC riders. Bashak would have been here 100%. Going into the finish now. Sorry, folks. It looks like Tonda's easily going to wrap this one up here. And when I say easily, the other riders were like right on his wheel. I've just got a lot of things in my brain right now. Well, look at this. Alex kicking here, 6.5 watts per kilo, trying to put a little bit of damage. Oh, Chad Ritchie just rips it at 11.2 watts per kilo. Going back, I keep getting distracted. I was just bragging, trying to put a humble brag in about my 14 watts per kilo. Chad doing an awesome job here. He's got the brake, holding on. Look at this push to the finish, still at almost 7 watts per kilo, holding off the chasers, holding off the hounds. Look at this Cali FW guy coming up, though. Looking strong. Chad's got it. Cali's coming, though. Chad's got it. Cali comes in. Heinrich, Fantapol, Alex, they're all there. Great job. But watching ProCat there, I'm finally going back to where I was supposed to be. 15.6 watts per kilo. Really nice big power numbers there at the end. JV Leahy, maybe that's how you say it. Oh, smashing 10 watts per kilo here. Looks like more of a lighter weight rider, probably 62 kilos, something like that. Putting a little bit of a dig in, making sure Yaya Recky's not going to come over. Let's jump back to Yaya here. I see Tuna Tornado as well. I haven't said Tuna's name today. I apologize, Tuna. You're always around. Good to see you again, especially in that jersey. We got Brian here, BJM 151, Anthony rocking it, S. Hoffman for the Muckers. I think I saw that Mortenay rider there. Yep. Who is this? Oh, Babere. There's someone else here. Okay, we got a nice group here. We're still, how far out are we? So Jay Valehi, yep, is holding on. Just getting into cruisy mode, going to the finish here, 2 watts per kilo. Yaya Recki still 86 meters back. Both are going to finish here 25th and 26th places respectively. Aha! Now I said it happens every time I do one of these. Who's this guy? Who is this person? Lidl Trek Rider. Robot Trosevic. Robo Trosevic. Or Robot Rosevic. I always catch someone who I've never seen before, so hey Robot, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. GRC Sunday Short Races. Probably banging out the Challenger with us. That's great. That's what everyone else is doing here too, so that's what we tried to do, is tag team these as a combo event. Pull more riders in here. Oh, we've got Alozion here as well. Alozion is this rider. Actually, I can't see. Oh, they're in the red here on the far left-hand side. So we've got 3 GRC riders here. And Alozion, Morteneo, and Robot. So nice to meet you, Robot. Going to the finish. 500 meters to go. We've got a 6-up sprint here coming. Oh, we've got more than that. Oh, my. I just saw a few of the names here. There's like probably 10 riders in this group here. Can I do this? Quick map mode. You can see them going to the finish now. Zipping back out. You guys call it. Who's on the attack? Brian is ripping it here. Tuna Tornado over the shoulder, 7 watts a kilo. Oh my. Laurent 1976, almost 11 watts per kilo. Coming over the top of Tuna, jumping ahead to get that 27th place. Big numbers here at the end, folks. Everyone is absolutely destroying themselves. I think I just caught Anthony crossing. Here comes SR71 to the finish. GTZR 3000. Oh, Bashok's there as well. Let's sit on Bashok. Let's see if he's going to unleash the anger here at the end with his very poor start today. Unfortunate. Thinking he's going to be chill. Bashok looks chill here today. He's like, yeah, I've had enough of this. GTZR just smashed out 12 watts a kilo. John's doing 10. Bashok's just letting them go. So those three finished together. Bashok just crossed the finish line. Then we're bouncing back a little bit more. David, 1951. Thomas B, 61. I'll try to stop making you sound Danish or Swedish, Thomas, from now on. 19 Steve, 55. Always here with us now. Thoal. I wish I knew something about how to pronounce your name, but that's what we're saying. Kekopoka is now with... Boom! Here's another. Pergon. So we've been sitting here now for, looks like 45 minutes. Leaders finished at 38.47. We're 7 minutes back. And I've just met Pergon themselves. Riding alongside Kekopoka. I think Kekopoka said they were on vacation this week, I believe. Our Finnish friend, Kekopoka. You can see here with the Finnish flag. But obviously rocking the GRC jersey, as you all should. Let's support it. Let's represent. Maybe that's a little challenge we can have. How many people can ride with us riding a GRC jersey? You don't have to be a member of the team. You don't have to be a member of the Discord. You don't even have to subscribe to my channel. Just put the jersey on. You can use it. It's fun, right? Take it off one day, whatever. Here's the other Didier, right with Kristen and Michael G. Now, where's Danon? Danon, come on. Let's get after Kristen there. There's a good chance you could bring her back here slightly downhill. Should be able to claw back a few meters here. Ooh, but yeah, we got Kraken up here with... Kraken's chasing after them hard. Kraken knows he can get into this group. Missing the finish of... sorry, folks. Yep, here we go. 1955, Marcy, Thomas, B61, and Thoal. Tho. Now let's call you Thor. How about that? Thor. Getting sprinty. I think it's going to heat up, folks. Marcy's going to the front. Who else is going to get after this here? Let's go. Tho's going. Steve's going. David, 1951, is going. Look at that at the finish, folks. Nice job. Our next two coming in will be Kekopoka and Pergon. I'll probably hang out here as long as I can today, folks. I'm kind of really dreading going outside again. Beat myself up some more. Got to put the crap clothes on because, yeah, you just get shredded out there. So I'm putting up a double strand, 4 barbs per thingamabobber, whatever you want to call it. 4 pointy points per barb. And, you know, it's just barbed wire. Like I was telling one friend, he goes, "You're putting up razor wire?" No, it's not razor wire. Come on. And it's something you should definitely have the right equipment for or have 2 people doing. Because as you're unspooling it, the wire is kind of like kicking up and coiling. You got to be super careful because it's coiled up high tensile wire. It wants to spring back on itself. It just rakes your arms apart. I got my wrist really bad yesterday. Like when I pulled my hand away from the wire, it caught on my glove and then tore my glove right open, like the trim. And I'm wearing pretty decent gloves, like leather, heavy canvas, and then went right through into my hand. Yeah, so yeah, 300 meters to go, Kekopoka. See, they're doing 2.5 to 3 watts per kilo. Is anyone going to get racy here? Are we going to have a nice, gentlemanly finish? Looks pretty cruisy. Although, I'm not saying, yeah, no, Kekapoka's having a nice strong finish now. Just slowly winding it up. Great job. Awesome. Here's Kraken. Oh, check this out. Kraken caught the group that was ahead of him, and now is just going absolute hammer time. Caught ya, going right by ya, going for the win by myself. The win for 46th place. Great job. That means I'm going to miss the riders behind. So Kristen's just finished. So just a little flashback there. Pavel was behind Kraken. I'm mixing up names. Sorry, folks. Caught those right ahead, the Kristen group, went around them, and then just went on a good attack. And just to jump back further again, where I said I thought the finish would be cruisy between Kekapoka and Perjon, another new rider. Here's Danon finishing strong. Yeah, I like to see this. I mean, Danon's not messing around here. This is good. Nice job, Danon. Finishing strong. Look at this, 6 watts per kilo at the finish, and holding the power nice and strong. Look at this. Great job. Awesome job, Danon. This is what you folks don't see, and this is why I do this. Because everyone puts in that kick. Everyone's working hard. Yeah, they're not finishing in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 10th place, but they're going hard too. You know, and realistically, probably some of their finishes are probably stronger than some of the front hitters, relatively. Hey, there was Schneep 3. So we've got Evie Benko just finished. Schneep's going to be coming in a little bit. So I just want to jump back. Those riders at the front that are racing at 4 to 5 watts per kilo, they're going to have 10 watt per kilo sprint finishes. I just want to put a little disclaimer on what I just said there about Danon's finish. Danon might have been riding at 2 watts per kilo all the way, but then did a 6 watt per kilo finish at the end. He was riding over that. So putting out 3 times what he was riding the whole way, whereas the hitters, I mean, some put out more, but like, again, a very, very strong finish for Danon there. And these are all things you don't see when you just ride a Rouvy by, you know, without the video footage, the commentary. This is why I do this. I like to show people having their battles. Some of the best sprints I've seen and the most exciting things for me to call have been like back here. People that are they're just absolutely flogging themselves into oblivion trying to get through this. And they're fighting for like 58th place. I do it sometimes. Why? Just because. If someone wants to do a little bit of a race. Yeah, and I keep getting distracted. Kekapoka, I said cruisy finish. It was cruisy. They were doing 2, 2.5, 3 watts per kilo. But I watched Kekapoka there too slowly increase power all the way. So they were building power towards the finish instead of just, I'm just going to soft pedal at 2. They built from 2.5 to 3, and at the end they were riding close to 6 watts per kilo as well. So awesome finish. Schneep's up ahead, the Schneepster. Schneep 3, because Schneep 1 and 2 are unavailable to anyone in the world. Schneep 3 out here representing the Schneeps. We got Wartal here, GRC rider. Bumble. Dirk Jager. Silver Birch. With Andre. These 3 riders are together. Check this out. Little map view, you can see them right here. So you can see the group's kind of split up now. But, you know, and again, we got Des here, the jersey. Andy Lloyd in the GRC jersey as well. Ivan Corti, 71. And our water body's still going. Awesome job. Get the challenge done. So who did we lose here? Mborn 69. That's unfortunate. So we lost Mborn, Rama, Wooly 78, and Bebby. I think these 2 riders never got started, I believe. Let's get back to the front here. Sue's finishing up. So Wartal's finishing up here. Great ride. Where are we at? About 53 minutes. That's a good time. So Wartal finishing up. Giving a little bit of gas here at the end, 2.7 watts per kilo. Level 29 rider, so, you know, probably just joined Rouvy in the last few months, maybe over the winter sometime. You can kind of tell by the level where they're at in their Rouvy career. Crossing line for 3rd. Then we got Bumble, new rider to me today, coming into the finish chute here. We just come around the bend. You can just see the start of the finish chute up ahead here. I'll put the mouse pointer on it. That's where the road will get closed off, so the screaming fans can't get towards our riders. And 75 meters back, so great job, Bumble. 75 meters back, we got Dirk Jaeger. You can just see Bumble up ahead of them on the screen here, coming into the finish chutes as well, the barricades. Yeah, they always call it the barricades, don't they? Silver Birch coming with Andre here. What's going to happen here, folks? Just riding together to the finish. Nice job. Dez coming in. Glad to see Dez wearing the jersey again, like I said earlier. Getting stronger every ride. Andy Lloyd will be in for 59th position in a solo finish. And so we'll stick around with Andy, and at that point, folks, I will call it short, because then I got to do some stuff here, get the video up. We'll have Ivan and Cordy out, who won't finish that too long behind Andy, and our water body, who I really hope finishes. They will. At their level, they're just doing a chill ride here today. They're riding a recovery ride, get the challenge done, and get on camera. Yes, smart move, smart move. If you see me out there and you want to do some drafting, let me know. That's one feature I'd love to see. I'd love to see a little bit of a communication process, so we could say, hey, draft me or help me out. If you want to lend me a wheel some point, I'm glad to jump on, and I'm more than happy to take my turn at the front. And I like helping others out too. So anyway, folks, thanks for joining us today. I'll get this processed here and get it up as quick as I can using my Starlink. We'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching.